I now call to order this special meeting of the Anchorage Assembly. It is Thursday, April 14, 2022. We are noticed from 4 to 4:30 p.m. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. Mr. Weddleton. Ms. Allard.
Here.
Mr. Peterson.
Present.
Mr. Rivera.
Present.
Ms. Kennedy. Ms. LaFrance.
Here.
Mr. Constant.
Here.
Ms. Zolotel.
Here.
Mr. Perez-Verdia.
Here.
Ms. Quinn Davidson.
Here.
Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
I'm also here. Madam Clerk.
So sorry, Mr. Dunbar.
Here.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Constant, would you read the land acknowledgement, please?
A land acknowledgement is a formal statement recognizing the indigenous people of a place. It's a public gesture of appreciation for the past and present indigenous stewardship of the lands that we now occupy. It's an actionable statement that marks our collective movement toward decolonization and equity. The Anchorage Assembly would like to acknowledge that we gather today on the traditional lands of the Dena'ina Athabascans. For thousands of years, the Dena'ina have been and continue to be the stewards of this land. So with gratitude and respect, we recognize the contributions, innovations, and contemporary perspectives of the upward looking Dena'ina.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, we have been joined by Ms. Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We have one item on our agenda today for Assembly action on mayoral veto of AR 2022-112S. We now have before us item 4A, resolution number AR 2022-112S, a resolution of the Anchorage Municipal Assembly supporting Anchorage Senate District's revision option number 2 before the Alaska Redistricting Board that pairs House District 17 with 23 and House District 22 with 24. This item was approved at the meeting of April 12, 2022. The mayoral veto was given on April 13, 2022. What is the will of the body?
Move to override.
Second.
A motion to override the veto of AR 2022-112S has been made by Mr. Constant and seconded by Ms. Quinn Davidson. Is there any discussion? Seeing no members in the queue, members may proceed to vote on the motion to override the mayoral veto of AR 2022-112S. Madam Clerk, would you conduct the vote, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. Ms. Allard.
No.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Mr. Rivera.
Yes.
Ms. Kennedy.
No.
Ms. LaFrance.
Yes.
Mr. Constant.
Yes.
Ms. Zolotel.
Yes.
Mr. Dunbar.
Yes.
Mr. Perez-Verdia.
Yeah.
Ms. Quinn Davidson.
Yes.
Madam Chair, that passes 8-2.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Next, we have audience participation. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak? Seeing no one and hearing no one, we will move on to assembly comments. I will start with the members on the phone. Ms. Allard, any comments?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to reiterate that before the press release goes out, that the Assembly voted for this. If I could be put on that press release that it was not unanimous, and that the for and the against are stated on there, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Allard. Ms. Kennedy?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just would like to do the same also, that it would reflect that the press release would reflect that there were some no votes and that I was one of those. And could you please tell me how Ms. Zalatel voted? I didn't hear. Thank you.
Ms. Zalatel, oh, go ahead.
Thanks, Ms. Kennedy. I voted yes. I had a microphone malfunction.
Okay, thank you. That's why I didn't hear it. So, okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Kennedy. Mr. Perez-Verdia, any comments?
No comments, thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Perez-Verdia. Mr. Peterson, any comments?
Thank you, Madam Chair. No comment.
Thank you, Mr. Peterson. We'll go around the room. Start with Ms. Quinn Davidson. Thank you, Ms. Quinn Davidson. Mr. Dunbar.
Thank you, Madam Chair. No comments.
Thank you, Mr. Dunbar. Mr. Rivera.
Thank you, Madam Chair. No comments.
Thank you, Mr. Rivera. Ms. Zalatel.
No comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Zalatel. Mr. Constant.
Only that this is the shortest meeting I've ever been in, and thank you to everybody for attending.
Thank you, Mr. Constant. My thanks as well to all those in attendance today. And with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. We are adjourned.